Welcome to the Resurrection Meditation channel, where the voices of past historical figures come to life. In this episode, we will be exploring the life of King Baldwin IV. Stay tuned till the end for a special message from Baldwin himself. Don't forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Baldwin IV was born on November 1161 to King Amalric I of Jerusalem and Queen Agnes of Courtenay. His early life was shaped by the political and military turmoil of the Crusader states in the Levant, which were embroiled in ongoing conflicts with the Muslim states under the leadership of the formidable Saladin. Baldwin's family background was both noble and strategic, positioning him as a key figure in the turbulent history of the region. At the age of 9, Baldwin was diagnosed with leprosy, a debilitating disease that would significantly impact his life and reign. Despite this, Baldwin's early symptoms were not immediately severe, and his father's death in 1174 thrust the young king into a position of leadership at just 13 years old. His mother, Queen Agnes, initially served as regent, but Baldwin's increasing capability and determination soon allowed him to assume more direct control over the kingdom. Baldwin's reign was characterized by his military acumen and strategic brilliance. His most notable military achievement was the Battle of Montgisard on November 25, 1177, where he, with a small force, decisively defeated Saladin's much larger army. This victory was a significant blow to Saladin's plans and temporarily stabilized the region. Baldwin's health, however, began to deteriorate rapidly in the late 1170s. The effects of leprosy became more pronounced, leading to physical debilitation that necessitated the appointment of regents and the occasional delegation of responsibilities. Despite his condition, Baldwin remained actively involved in military campaigns and governance. Baldwin's reign was marked by internal political struggles. The kingdom faced factionalism among its nobility, which sometimes complicated governance and military strategy. The king's illness also led to a complex regency structure, with his sister Sibylla and her son Baldwin V eventually becoming key figures in the kingdom's political landscape. In 1183, Baldwin appointed his young nephew Baldwin V as co-king, a move intended to secure the kingdom's succession and stability. Baldwin's health had deteriorated to the point where he could no longer effectively govern, leading to increased reliance on regents. Baldwin's health continued to worsen, and by 1185 he was largely incapacitated. He died on March 16, 1185, at the age of 24. His death marked a turning point for the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which struggled with internal divisions and the external threat posed by Saladin. The loss of Baldwin IV and the subsequent events led to the fall of Jerusalem in 1187, when Saladin captured the city after the Battle of Hattin. Baldwin IV's reign, although brief, is remembered for its resilience, military success, and the significant role he played in the defense of the Crusader states. Baldwin's legacy endures as a symbol of steadfastness and valor in the face of adversity. His life and reign have been studied and admired for their combination of courage, strategic insight, and personal fortitude. Despite the ultimate collapse of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, Baldwin IV remains a poignant figure in the history of the Crusades. Now, here is a message from King Baldwin, in his own voice.
To the people of this new age, I am Baldwin, once King of Jerusalem, a ruler who bore the weight of a crown and the burden of affliction. In my time, the world was simpler yet fraught with strife, ambition, and the ceaseless march of war. Now I gaze upon your world so different from my own, and I see much that astounds me. You live in an era of wonders. The ailments that once ravaged bodies and minds are, in many cases, vanquished by the wisdom of your healers. You have the means to communicate across vast distances, to share knowledge, to unite people separated by oceans and deserts. This power is a gift, and with it comes great responsibility. In my day, ignorance and fear bred division. You must be vigilant that these same forces do not tear you apart in this age of enlightenment. I see that you have achieved a measure of peace and prosperity that we in Jerusalem could scarcely imagine. Yet I also see that the spectre of conflict has not departed from your world. Wars still rage, though fought with weapons more terrible than any I have known. I implore you, remember the cost of bloodshed. Remember that peace is a treasure far greater than any conquest. Your society is one of freedom, where the faiths and beliefs of many are tolerated and respected. This is a great achievement, one that I could only dream of. Yet I caution you to remain vigilant against the seeds of hatred that can grow even in the most fertile soil of liberty. Tolerance must be nurtured, for it is fragile and easily torn asunder. I have learned that leaders in your time are chosen by the people, not by birth. This is a noble idea, one that I believe holds great promise. But I warn you, with power comes great temptation. Choose your leaders wisely and hold them to account for the strength of a kingdom or a nation. Rest not only on the might of its armies, but on the integrity of those who guide it. I was a king who knew suffering, and in my pain I learned the value of compassion. Your society has the means to care for the weak, the sick, and the downtrodden as never before. Do not turn away from this duty. Judge yourselves not by your wealth or power, but by how you treat the least among you. Finally, I leave you with this. The world you have built is a marvel, but it is not unbreakable. Guard it with wisdom, humility, and a sense of the divine, for it is in your hands to make of it a kingdom of peace or a battleground of despair. May you choose wisely, and may God be with you.
This has been the Resurrection Meditation channel, where the voices of past historical figures come to life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment to let us know who you would like to see next. Click on the thumbnails to see a guided meditation from Baldwin IV or to learn about the next resurrectee. Hope you enjoy.